This is the book of John, chapter 18, verse 33. It says, Then Pilate entered into judgment hall again and called Yahushua and said unto him, Art thou the king of the Jews? Yahushua answered him, Sayest thou this thing of thyself, or did others tell it thee of me? Pilate answered, Am I a Jew? Thy own nation and the chief priests have delivered thee unto me. What hast thou done? Yahushua answered, My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence. I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem HaKadosh. Those are the true names of the Heavenly Father and the only begotten Son. Yahweh meaning he is, or he is to be, or he exists. Okay, that's who the world ignorantly calls God. Okay, and by Hashem is in the name of Yahushua. That's who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right, which his true name is Yahushua, and the meaning of it is he delivers, or he deliverer. Okay, which he was sanctioned. Okay, and the blood, was shed. Okay, for the remission of sins for the nation of Israel, the entire nation of Israel. But on the first go around, okay, just the elect. Okay, the 144,000 that were chosen. Okay, 12,000 out of every tribe from Judah down to Issachar. Okay, and then the rest of the 1/3, the men, women, and children. Okay, to believe. All right, to have faith. All right, and as I just read in John 18 chapter, okay, going into the chapter when as I just read, the chief priest delivered the Lord up, okay, into Pilate, and one of the the statement that he made, which I want to focus on in verse 36, is my kingdom is Yahushua answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight. All right. And the point I want to make is what you see on the highways and the byways. All right. These video epistles. Okay. Any platform where brothers are in sincerity and truth teaching this truth is us fighting. All right. Because the world that we're fighting for, the kingdom, that we're fighting for is the kingdom of heaven. All right. And okay, we can get and that's prophecy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna jump to this is Ezekiel. The book of Ezekiel speaks about that great army standing. Okay, the breath of the Lord entering back unto them. Okay, in the I think it's Zechariah. No. Is Ezekiel, Salakia. That breath entering back unto them, and there stood a great and exceeding army. Let me get it. Let's is it 37? Let's see. Yep. I'm gonna just go straight to the point. Ezekiel 37:9, it says, Then said he unto me, Prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh. Okay, while Yahushua coming from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slains that they may live. Okay, and that breath is what? You go to wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter, speaks about that breath being the wisdom, okay, of the Lord, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, and that consists of you coming back into your heritage, your heritage, which is what? Okay, the customs and the rituals that our forefathers that were passed down, right, from Abraham, Isaac, and unto Jacob. All right, and us understanding who we are and understanding these prophecies. Okay, and then doing the work of the Lord, which is what? To preach and to teach. Okay. And then in the midst of that, when you go to Ephesians, the 6th chapter, it speaks about putting on the armor, okay, of the Lord, okay, the shield of faith, okay, having your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel, all right, basically being suited and booted for the war, all right, and the war that we're fighting, okay, it's not a physical war, all right, it's not a physical war, it's a spiritual war, man. All right. And that whole chapter goes into it. All right. So continue to read on, and it says, come forth for the winds and the breath upon these slain, they shall live. It says, so I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, right? And you see that. You're bear witnessing it to that, man. Okay? Then should a righteous man stand upon his feet. Well, that's the wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, okay? And great fear fell upon those, basically all our enemies, all right? It says the breath came back into them, okay? The knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding, okay? The proper understanding of the prophecies and ultimately the things that are to come, all right? It says breath came upon them, and it says, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army, all right? So no, we're not fighting a physical war. This isn't anything that's of a carnal mind, all right, in making carnal moves, right? This is a thing of the spirit, okay? The thing of the spirit, and what is the spirit, right? We can jump to that real quick. This is what is it? I think is John 6:63, right? John 6:63. It says, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. Right? It doesn't profit of anything, man. Okay? It's the spirit that maketh alive. All right? Because it isn't any carnal thing that's going to be able to deliver us, man. Okay? It's not anything in specifically in pertaining to keeping the law, all right? In which in prophecy, you believe is the book of Judges. In the place of drawing waters, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts. All right. So it is we do practice, all right, our heritage, our customs, which is the Levitical law. It's what is it? Over three. I think it's 300 plus. It's from the book of Genesis all the way into Revelation. There are multiple of commandments, okay, that we give. Whatever the Lord tells you to do, it's a commandment ultimately, all right? But we're not justified by those commandments, okay? We're not going to be saved by keeping those commandments. It's ultimately having the faith, okay, in the Lord, all right, that we're going to have be delivered, okay, and receive salvation, ultimately. Okay, so it says that the spirit that quickeneth and the flesh profiteth nothing. It says the words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Okay, so everything pertaining to these words, man. All right, everything that's what we're using. That's what we're battling with. All right, what is that? What is that? Slovakia. Yeah, Hebrews 4. It says for this Hebrews 4:12, it says for the word of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, is quick, all right, and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of the soul and spirit, and of the joints and the marrows, and is a discern of the thoughts and the intents of heart. Okay, so what we use is this word, man. This is what we battle with, man. Okay, this is what we're going to war with. We're using it with the words of the Lord. All right, because this is the weapon that was given unto us. This was our inheritance. This was our heritage to be able to receive it. All right, and to be able to understand it, as a prophet, as a man of the Lord, as a servant, right? Because we spoke about that servant. If this was my kingdom, my servants will fight. All right, but now we're living in a time where it's a transference of the powers of the kingdoms. All right, because it's transferring into the kingdom of our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right. So what the instrument that we're using is this word is his word, okay, to make that transfer happen, okay, as it was prophesied, all right. And as you see, it's a two-edged sword. It's sharper and more powerful than any two-edged sword, man, all right. And it's able to cut down everything that's in its path if it ain't of truth, all right. And as the word goes out and as it was prophesied, man, this word is going to go out and then shall the end come, as the Lord said. All right, but what are we to do? Okay, it says war. Let me see. Them that war. We ought to continue in this thing. Let me see. War. Yep. We ought to continue within this faith, man, within this truth. You understand, and endure, because it ain't nothing for us out here ultimately, man. We've been called. We've been called to fight in the war, man. Okay, and here's an example of this is one thing of the beer, and this is one of the this is top this is at the top of the list. At the end of the day. Okay, and I'm gonna start at the top. This is 2 Timothy 2:1. This is therefore thou therefore my son. Okay, who are the Lord's sons? All right, who is his sons? Who is his chosen? All right, the Israelites, man. Okay, like I said, chiefly the 144,000, the chosen, right, that were with the Lord from the beginning. All right, it says, be strong in the grace, the favor, okay, that is in Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. It says, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, okay, then the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. And that's what we've done. Okay, we heard this from our masters, our apostles, our masters, apostles, and elders, and the men on down. Okay, we received it. We received the witness, and now we're able to witness of these things as well. Okay, and we commit ourselves to faithful men. All right, we do. Okay, and it says, verse 3, it says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. Yes, as a servant, we are soldiers. Okay, and we are fighting. All right, we are, right? And it's going to say it in the next verse. It says, no man that warreth, okay, no man that warreth entangleth himself in the affairs of this life. All right, so at war, the things that pertain to this world, you truly investing yourself in trying to basically investing in the stocks. That's just like you investing into a burning building, man. Because we understand that Babylon is going to fall. Okay, it's all prophesied, it's all written in the scriptures. So you shouldn't be entangling yourselves with the affairs of this life. All right, you need to understand. Of course, you do everything with balance. You handle your business. You take care of what you need to take care of. But at the end of the day, you understand within your mind. You understand you're looking afar off. Okay, and at this point, it ain't too far off. Okay, it's closer. It's closer than what we can see. It's closer than what we can think. But it's only one that knows the time, the exact day of when this thing is going to truly pop off. All right, and we the elect, be delivered. Okay, it says no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. Okay, it says and that's what it is, man. We've been chosen to be soldiers within this war, as I just read in the book of Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, as it was prophesied. Okay, that an exceeding great army would raise up. Okay, all through the Spirit. Okay, through the Spirit of truth, which the truth is what? The word. We read it in John 6:63. Okay, Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. Okay, standing in great boldness against those who afflicted thee. All right. Okay, which brings it back full circle, back into John, the 18th chapter, what the Lord said. If this was my kingdom, my servants were fighting. I'm going to end it on this because, like I mentioned, I quoted the scripture. Okay, you go to the Sirach. You go to Sirach, the 10th chapter. All right, and it speaks. It says, it says, this is Ecclesiastes 10:8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And what people is that, man? Okay, what is that? Second Esdras, I believe it's the 9th chapter. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of the followeth, man. Okay, so we're living in the translation period. You understand? It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, and who's at the top of that? Okay, Esau, Edom. And that's how we understand. That's how we know we living in the age of the translation. All right, we're living in the age of translation because of the exceeding army that's been risen, because of the unrighteous dealings and the injuries and the riches got by deceit. Okay, from the very conception of this country. Okay, what happened, man, to the Israelites? All the bloodshed that came. All right, from the rise of the revamping or the rising again, shall I say, of the old Roman Empire. Okay, which are chiefly these Edomites, man, Esau, Edom. Okay, which are the archetype or the prototype is the so-called white man, the Caucasian man. All right. And he is the wicked, man. He's Esau, Edom. He is the prototype or the archetype for Esau, okay? And that's what it is, man. And like I said, like the scripture said, all right, we out here fighting, all right, but we're not and we're warring, and it's a spiritual battle at the end of the day. And who are we fighting for? We're fighting for our king, all right, the king, okay, and that king is who? Yahweh Shai, the King of Kings, all right, and he's the King of Israel, and he's the King of the universe, because all judgment has been given unto him, okay. So that's the point, man. That's the point, okay. So with that, man, all praises, glory, and honor to our power, man. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.